Discovery, not to be confused with the album of the same name by Tiny Temper, is a remarkable electronic album by French house duo Daft Punk, and it's arguably the one that helped them kind of make their mark on not only the beat world, but just music as a whole. I don't think anyone's going to try and refute that, especially when you take a look at the first 4 tracks on here. I mean, just look at that. You've got One More Time opening things up. It's easily one of the most infectious songs ever to be made, is alongside Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. These 2 songs just ensure that Daft Punk would be part of the cultural zeitgeist for years to come, and even now I still find them just as catchy, just as fun, just as joyful, gets me really happy. Aerodynamic, just the way that those heavily layered and cutting guitars ascend and give this track just a speed that would help it to qualify for an F-Zero race. It just never ceases to make a good portion of my face just melt off whenever I'm listening to it. And as I said in my Jamie XX entry in this series, it can be difficult to really evoke a heartwarming feeling in this sort of genre, just due to the sort of restrictions you face, especially when you're using kind of like artificial compositions or components. But with a song like Digital Love, it shows that it's more than possible. It's something it can even show that it does more than any sort of organic instrumentations or vocals could ever do. It's just so carefully arranged, and even though it uses a heavily altered robotic voice to deliver the lyrics, how it all meshes into this peppy, rich instrumentation just always leaves a huge smile on my face. Despite coming out in 2001, I love this album feels pretty timeless, especially a good chunk of the production, with a particular example being The Sims on Crescendos, that feels just so watery, fluid and crisp, almost to the point where it's like it's too detailed, and that's not a complaint. It's just that once I started like kind of like copying it and being aware of it, I was like, holy shit, this sounds like an audio file just like busting up listening to this, basically. Just the audio equivalent of like an image quality better than 4K, basically. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. And the organic performances on here, like I say, can sometimes be difficult to really win people over when you're just being artificial and using electronic just instruments and whatnot. But whenever there's any sort of like authentic stuff used throughout here, it's just really satisfying. And also the sampling on here, if I'm not mistaken, there's quite a fair chunk on it. And it's really fulfilling. It never feels kind of tacked on or that. It feels like it's really well implemented into like the grand scheme of things on here. It's no surprise why whenever like the best electronic album is being discussed or debated, that you're gonna see Discovery brought up a lot. And yeah, just I think for any sort of like casual listener, even somebody that is like very well versed in the genre, I don't think they're going to be angry if anyone kind of given this album the accolade. Like I say, it was a career defining record, and as times went on, Daft Punk have shown themselves time and time again why they deserve the critical acclaim that they get. But Discovery for me is one that I come back to a whole lot, even though it's still very difficult for me to choose what my all-time favourite is by them. But if you guys have listened to Discovery, let me know what you make of it, and where do you think it ranks amongst all their albums. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another Christmas cracker. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. We're almost done. Oof, can't believe it. It's flew by already. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. As always, stay safe, stay hydrated.